Greetings, everyone. This is I'm Right.
I'm right.
And I'm Jill Cox Cordova.
I'm Anthony Cordova.
Hey, hey, hey.
Hello, baby.
How you feeling?
Pretty good today.
Good.
It's excellent.
Because you're all vaccinated and stuff?
Yeah, my old weary bones aren't cracking too much today.
That's good. That's good.
But
maybe you can do some dancing and
but
stuff.
Yeah, it makes me want to party. Like let loose.
Party. You gonna have a party?
No, I'm not gonna give a party. I'll host a party. I've hosted too many parties. Now I'm tired. Now I just want to go to a party. That's it. I want to go
with other vaccinated people.
Yes, I want to go to a end of COVID party. So everybody there is vaccinated at this party. So you don't have to worry about that, and they won't let anybody in. So this is at someone's house or something like that, not a commercial establishment.
Okay.
And then we need to, party like it's the end of Prohibition. When the end of Prohibition came, people really, were partying hard.
They were.
Oh, yes. It's like, woohoo, we can party again, so that's what it's like. COVID's winding down, you can get wild. Dance on some tables.
Dance on some tables?
You've never danced on a table?
It wasn't a table.
What was it, a pole?
No. It was a bench.
A bench?
Remember when I was the cage dancer?
Oh, yeah. One of our parties that we used to give, Jill was our cage dancer, and the preacher tried to tip her.
Yes, that's when I stopped. When he pulled out dollar bills and tried to give it to me, I immediately stopped. Like,
okay. So if listeners, if any of you are going to have the end of COVID party where everybody has to prove they've been vaccinated and all of that, invite us, please. I want to go. And if Jill doesn't want to go, I'll still go. And I will call an Uber, so I won't have to drive.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, it'll be good.
It's debatable about whether I'll go or not. So we'll take that invitation by invitation.
Okay, cool. What are we going to talk about this week?
Well, this week we thought we would talk about how to move past an old love.
Dun, dun, dun.
It's part of a segment that we call Stand by Your Stance.
Well, you know what, Jill?
What?
We discussed this topic before we decided to do this topic.
Yes, because I wanted to know what you were going to say. We sure did. And we normally don't do that. We normally don't discuss a topic first.
No. So is there something you want to ask me? This is what's going on.
Are you over all your previous relationships?
Well, to be totally honest, which I usually am anyway.
Yes.
But I did have one love that really broke my heart.
Aww.
And I broke her heart.
You broke each other's heart?
Yes.
At the same time?
No. The first time, it was my fault. And I broke her heart.
Oh, and then you got back together?
Yes. Years later, because I told myself, you know what? Because she, in my mind at the time, she was the one that got away. She was the one.
I don't understand that phrase. I cannot relate to it at all.
A person you were with that was really a great person, and you may have done something to mess it up. So you broke up and done. So yeah, I did something to mess up that relationship. So years later, I had a chance to rekindle that relationship, and we did rekindle it. And then she broke my heart. So I guess that was karma. I guess.
But now are you over it?
Oh, yes. Excuse me. Yes, I'm definitely over it now because I have a fabulous, wonderful wife.
I have a fabulous husband.
But I was over it long before I met you.
Yes.
It's not because I met you that I became over it.
Well, once I met you, I recall meeting the girlfriend you had right before me.
yeah,
And
but you know what?
she
But
was
you
not
know
ready
what?
to let you go.
Yeah, but
For sure.
But we had broken up probably a year before.
She
I
obviously
met
was
you.
not. She was livid seeing me with you, so she tried to make a comeback.
That didn't work.
It did not work.
Didn't work.
Did not work.
She did.
Yes.
But I took care of it. I said, "Oh, listeners, hey, you know how nice Jill is." Listeners,
there are
you
two
know
things,
how nice Jill is.
There are exceptions. I am not nice when you mess with my money, and I'm not nice when you mess with my man, and I'm not nice when you mess with my mother. So I'm not nice sometimes.
So yes, Jill's just nice. I only saw the nice version of Jill up until this point. And the things this woman was doing was really messed up.
It was
the things she was doing
because she knew I was in the picture.
And Jill says to me, "Are you going to take care of this? Are you going to take care of it?" Yes, Jill, I'm going to take care of it. Because if you don't take care of it, I'm going to take care of it. I will take care of this.
I sure will.
I said, I'm going to take care of it. Don't worry. I'm going to take care of it. But, I'm still a kind person. So I didn't want to say things to hurt this person, like.
Well, no, I don't think you have to actively hurt a person. However, some people do not respond to niceness.
But I had to be very
direct,
very direct, very stern with all the things she was doing. And no, I'm not doing that. If you have something to say to me, you can say it right now over the phone. I'm not going to meet you in person. None of this. No, we don't need to get together, talk about it. No, no.
Right.
So, but I think he was wanting to cut her or something, Jill.
I wouldn't have physically harmed her, but I would have used my words well.
Oh, that's
to get rid of her.
That's scary too.
The listeners already know about the time I got rid of your groupies because they were just being outright disrespectful.
But they were my groupies.
But they were being disrespectful to me. You can have groupies, but don't be disrespectful to me, groupies.
They were my groupies. You got rid of my groupies.
I didn't raise my voice. I didn't curse. No, but I used my word choice well.
I felt sorry for them.
I didn't.
I watched the whole thing unfold, and I watched the women. They were sitting up high in their seats, and they were smiling and stuff, smiling, towards my direction, and everything was good. And I don't even think they saw you get up and walk over to their table.
No, I was there before they realized I was there. Some people have told me I'm stealth like that.
Yeah, you were stealth like they didn't see you, and maybe because of your height, but they just was looking over it, over me. So and then I watched like Jill startled them. I don't know what you said to them. Then they were smiling, and then they weren't smiling, and then I saw them start sinking down in their chairs and looking towards the ground, and I was like, ooh,
they were disrespectful to me. Again, I did not curse. I did not raise my voice.
Yes,
I just chose my words.
Yes, you are a wordsmith, Jill.
Yes.
So I did,
and we didn't have any other problems.
No more problems out of them. But it was hard to watch. It was hard.
I wasn't mean to them. I just made it clear that they were being disrespectful.
I think they would have been happier if you had cussed them out and gotten mad.
Not my style.
No, it sure isn't. What you did was much worse. Ooh.
But we're talking about how to move past an old love.
So we haven't given any advice on that. We've just given
well, I was going to talk about we were talking about situations with you. Situations with me, I anytime I have had a breakup, that person went their way, I went my way, and I didn't really think about them again. Some of them are my friends now. Like, I can honestly say they're a friend,
Mm-hmm.
and they're happily married, I'm happily married, and that's fine.
Yeah, but what I'm getting at, Jill, we're not helping our listeners by just telling our stories. We need, see, because there are some of our listeners that have not been able to move past a love
Okay.
that they had before. So, how do they cope? How do they get away from that? Because there is something about the person they were in love with, or they are still in love with, which they shouldn't be. That's one of
Right.
the issues. But how do they move past it? Where they just can't seem to move past it.
Right. And I think part of that is, you can't really turn your heart on and off just like a switch,
Mm-hmm.
right? It does take time. It does take time, but you have to work toward that. You can't just live in the past.
Yes, that is very true. And there's many reasons why a person may not be able to move on past,
Like what?
Insecurity is one. If that person is insecure type person and they felt that the person they were in love with made them whole or made them complete, then they're putting too much stock in that person. That person isn't the person that makes you whole. You make yourself whole.
Right.
So that's one thing.
Right. And
give
I do
yourself
think
value yourself.
I do
who you
think
are.
that you came into my life because I had worked on myself. Like, I believe in energy, the energy that you project,
Mm-hmm.
So I took the time after my divorce and after some relationships I had after that, I took some time to work on me.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I wasn't looking for anybody, you came along.
Here I come.
Yep.
Another thing for people that, for men, it's pretty easy.
To do what?
Move on.
Oh, because you all didn't love the person in the first place?
No, they may have, but men are kind of crude, So men are like, well, like a guy, he gets his heart broken. His friends are not going to say, "Oh, that's so awful. I feel so bad for you." Men are not going to say that to another man. What they're going to say is, "Come on, let's go to the strip club," or "Come on, let's go here. Oh, come on, let's find you another woman." That's what they'll do. You see?
Well, with women, they'll say, that women are very loyal to each other, unless they're trying to get your man, right? But those who are actual friends, when they know that a person has done you wrong, then they're not friends with that person. They're no longer, like they are just as upset to see a picture of your ex or see your ex as you are.
Yes.
Right.
But that doesn't particularly get that woman to move on, because her heart is still connected to that man.
But I guess what I'm getting at is that women tend to remind each other of what broke up the relationship. So in a way, that's helpful because you remember what it was that made you break up, as opposed to you living in your head remembering all the good things.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, and all of this is not as simple as
not at all. Because again, it's not a switch.
Right. It can be really complicated. Some of these things can arise from, and I hate to say it this way, but things in your childhood. If you had problems in your childhood where your self-esteem was made low, or you had a parent or a father that abandoned you, didn't show you any attention, or a father that maybe just treated you awful if for whatever reason. It could be physical abuse. But these things have an impact on how you interact in a relationship. So, it can be those types of things also.
Absolutely.
But one of the things that I believe a person should do, whether the person is male or female or trans, it doesn't matter, is understand when they're giving their power away.
Yes.
Okay, so
I have been guilty of that.
So the moment a person breaks your heart, but you are just in pain and you get depressed and you do all of these things and you're always thinking about them and you want to call them and text them, and you probably do, and then they end up blocking you. But then you still want to find out where that person is, what they're doing, but you have given all of your power away. They have all your power, but they don't even know it. You know what I mean? Like, they're just going on with their life. So the only person that's miserable is the one that's not letting go of that past love. They're giving them that other person that power over them. So they can't move on. They can't, really move on with their life because this person is still up in their head.
So how do you handle that?
Well, different things you can do. For everybody it's different, but maybe you find some other activity that you really enjoy. Maybe this activity brings you around other like-minded people.
Right.
Just being around like-minded people will take your mind off of other stuff, because it's all positive. And who knows, during that time, you may meet someone else. You may not meet someone else. But if you meet someone else doing that thing you really enjoy, you already know you have something in common.
That's right.
So it's a good start.
That's right.
So don't give away your power. I guess that's my advice that we're not on yet. I might say that again later. But yes, don't give up your power. No matter how much pain you're in, don't use drugs or alcohol to cover up your pain. Know you have it, realize you have it, but take control of it.
Yes. And one thing that I realized at the point that I was in pain is it's okay to feel sad. It's okay to grieve that loss.
Yes, it is.
It's perfectly acceptable to grieve it. Give yourself that time.
Mm-hmm. But then after that,
keep it moving.
Keep it moving.
Keep it moving. Push forward. Because you are still alive. You are still there. You still have a life. Mm-hmm. And there's certainly more than one potential partner in the world.
Okay. I'm going to ask you another question. Which is, and tell me
I'm usually the one that asks
this
questions.
I do this sometimes. Tell me if this connects.
Okay.
So what about, let me see. I think I forgot.
You forgot your question?
No. What about the person that, a lot of people call it baggage. They have baggage from another relationship and things like that. Now, is that a result to holding on to a past love or holding on to the pain of a past love?
Well, I consider baggage something that keeps happening over and over again. So you start to feel that everyone is going to treat you that way, or everyone is going to do something, whatever that is.
But that's
baggage.
Baggage.
To me,
yes.
it's more than one occurrence.
Okay.
So with baggage, again, you have to well, why is that? Why does everybody treat me that way? Because this person's different. Mm-hmm. You hope, right? But to me, that's more on you to change your habit.
Yeah. So let's say a person has baggage, but they do meet this really nice person. They're
right.
Great. But they keep thinking that this nice person is going to treat them the same way the previous love treated them.
But as you said in a poem that I didn't like, that you called me up when we were dating and read to me, I am not your past. I am your present and your future too. I didn't like that poem at all because I knew exactly what you were saying, but I got it.
Okay.
Because I did think eventually you were going to do what everybody else had done. But I realized that was on me. Mm-hmm. You are a completely different person.
That's right. I'm glad I wrote that poem.
I wasn't happy about it at first. But now it's a good poem.
Oh, hey, how about that? It only took 15 years.
That's right. Now it's a good poem. I didn't
15
actually
years
longer
later,
than that because you wrote that before we were married.
Early on, yes. See, the audience is saying, "Oh boy, they touched on something this time."
I did not like it when you called. Hey, I wrote a poem. You did, and then you read that. I'm like, I get it.
I've written several poems that people really didn't like, especially when it was about them.
Yes.
I wrote one poem about my mother before she passed away. She hated it. Oh, boy, she hated that poem.
Well, didn't she feel like you were revealing secrets about her?
Yeah, but it was her life. I wrote a poem about her life.
Well, she didn't want anybody else to know.
I know. I still have not read that poem in public because she said, "Don't you ever."
Right. You should honor that promise.
And I have.
Yes.
I have.
Yes.
No problem.
Yes. But I knew what you were saying to me in that poem. So I did get it.
Good.
I just didn't like that you told me. But I got it. And I did stop. I did start looking at you differently.
Yes, that's good. Again, I'm glad I wrote that poem. I'm a smart man.
Yes, you are. You are. Just had to wait it out.
I had to wait it out.
Yep.
But it's okay. It's okay.
Yep.
So back to topic.
Back to topic.
What else can we say about moving on from a past love?
Well, if you...
I have one. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
But what if your past love passed away? What is that?
Oh. Well, that's sad.
That? Well, that is sad. So how does a person move on from that past love, and should they?
Well, I don't think they should ever forget the past love. I don't think they should erase them from their memory.
I agree.
But you're still alive. And so you have to live your life. And if you decide to open your heart again, and hopefully you will, you can't, people naturally, I think, will compare them to the person they were married to or involved with. I think they would naturally do that. But hopefully you don't.
No, hopefully, yes. Hopefully,
because people are individuals.
Yes. I mean, to be, blessed enough to have, that one true long-term relationship, and the person passes away it's an awful thing. It's hard to take.
Yes.
But that person that passed away loved you.
Right. And they want to see you happy. Yes.
So, I think a person.
No, it doesn't mean you have to go and find someone that looked exactly like them.
No, they don't have to be anything like them. They just want you to see them happy. It doesn't mean you need to get married. Doesn't mean you need to do, just be happy. Enjoy life.
Yes.
Just because life has so much to offer.
It does.
And I believe, and you and I try to do the same thing, is take advantage of it. There's wonderful things in this world, living on this planet, And we should take advantage of it.
Yes.
Enjoy life. Smile. You'll live longer. Smile and laugh.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Keep your
Cool.
life full of joy. And we should move on to our second segment that we
Okay.
call
Give it a rest and a resolution.
Well, one thing I want to bring up as part of my conclusion is that if you are the one that hasn't moved on, but you see your ex has, and they seem happy with somebody else, don't try to mess that up.
That's good advice. Well, that's
That is so annoying.
Yeah, that's
like,
pretty,
why you want to mess with my life? Go live yours.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. I agree with you. Yes. Leave it alone.
Leave
be
it
happy
alone.
and try to be happy for them. I mean,
Yes.
because if you think about it, you know that, well, I must not have been the person for them.
Exactly. That's exactly right.
This is clear now. I
Right.
wasn't the person. Just be happy for
Right.
them and try to find
It opens you up to find
the person that's right
for you.
And whether
Yes.
you find that person or not, I mean, I've said it before, be happy with yourself.
That's right.
Be happy
Love
with
yourself.
yourself. Love yourself. Be happy with who you are. And if you're not happy with who you are, make some changes so
That's
you
right.
can become happy with who you are.
That's right.
Great. So what do we have to do now? We kind of like covered all of our little segments all in one.
Well, that was your conclusion?
I guess so. But
Okay.
it was, it's conclusion and it's, it's trying to help you. It's all that. It was all bundled up.
We still need to get to our third segment
Okay, Jill.
that we call.
I'm trying to help you.
So try to help them again.
Yes, Jill, try. Go
Well,
ahead.
my advice is still the same. You have to love yourself first, because if you don't love you, it's really hard for other people to as well.
Yes, that's very true. And I know people have seen it in greeting cards and all of that, but no one else completes you. Remember that.
No one else completes you.
That's right. No one else completes you.
You are whole by yourself.
Exactly.
But I do believe that
someone else can enhance your life,
right,
and who you are and build on that. But no.
Yes, because I do believe that we were all intended to have companions.
Yes.
And that doesn't mean you have to get married. It just means we were not, I don't believe we were created to be alone.
Okay. Yeah, my grandmother told me that.
She did?
She did.
Why were you trying to tell her you wanted to be alone?
Well, she was always concerned that, she was getting to the end of her life. We don't have much time.
I know.
And my grandmother never tried to set me up with anyone ever.
Oh.
But then all of a sudden she started trying to set me up.
Oh.
With people,
well, I'm glad
in
she
her
liked
hometown.
Me.
And I asked her, Grandma, you have never done this before. Why are you doing this? She says, I don't want to see you alone. Before I die, I want to know that you have someone. And I said, well, why is that? I said, I'm fine by myself. She said, no, we weren't put here to be alone. And I listened.
And I got to meet her. I was glad I got to meet her.
Well,
all
time
right.
to wrap it up, Jill. Wrap it up.
Well,
you talk too much.
Have to get to our last segment that we call.
So, what do you think? What do you think?
Because I'm right.
Because I'm right.
The phone number?
Phone number is 404-592-2247.
Is that it?
Yes, that's it. I have it written down. Oh, it might be 594.
That's right. I was going to say, that's not the number.
404-594-2247.
There you
That
go.
is the number.
Okay. So now we have to wrap this up. Okay. You've been listening to I'm Right.
I'm Right.
I'm Jill Cox Cordova.
I'm Anthony Cordova.
Shout out to Gifford Ivan Cordova III for the music, Nick Sinke for the art, and to you too, listeners.
Yes, listeners, you too. And it's for your benefit. We leave all the bloopers in. we don't cut them out.
On that note, bye.
Bye-bye.